Imagine waking up on a scorching July morning in the year 1518. The sun is already baking the cobblestone streets of Strasbourg. Merchants cry out, church bells toll, carts rattle by. The people are weary. Famine grips the land, and disease lingers like a shadow. But then, something impossible breaks the rhythm of daily life. A woman steps into the street. She begins to move. Her feet pound against the stones, her arms twist wildly. There's no joy in her face, no music in the air, only desperation. She dances, as if controlled by invisible strings. At first, neighbors laugh nervously. Perhaps she's drunk. Perhaps she's lost her mind. But minutes pass, and then hours. Her feet blister, yet she cannot stop. Her dress clings to her from sweat, her hair whips across her face. She spins, staggers, falls, only to rise and continue. Children are pulled inside, priests cross themselves, and still she dances, through the crushing heat of the afternoon. By nightfall, a crowd has gathered. No one dares to intervene. It's as if she is possessed. The next morning, she is still there. Her movements are slower now, but relentless. Her body trembles, her legs barely hold her, yet the dancing continues. And then, something even stranger happens. Another woman joins her, and then another. Within days, dozens of people are on the streets, twisting and leaping uncontrollably. Witnesses say their faces showed terror, not delight. Their feet were bloodied, their limbs shaking, but they could not resist the pull. It was no longer one woman. It was an epidemic. Strasbourg's leaders are terrified. How do you stop a plague of dancing? Doctors are summoned. They declare it an illness of the blood, a kind of fever that can only be cured by more dancing. Yes, the solution, they claim, is to let the afflicted dance until the sickness burns out. So musicians are hired, a stage is built, and space is cleared in the city square. And there, before the horrified eyes of the townsfolk, the dancers whirl on, hour after hour, day after day. The music only drives them deeper into madness. Imagine the scene. Hundreds gathered, clapping, playing fiddles and drums, while the afflicted collapse and rise again. Some scream in agony, their legs refusing to stop. Others faint, only to awaken and continue moving. Mothers, fathers, children, no one is safe from the strange compulsion. Chroniclers wrote of people collapsing dead from exhaustion, hearts giving out, bodies simply unable to endure the torment. The streets became both stage and grave. By the end of the month, over 400 people had joined the dance. Imagine standing in that city, every corner echoing with footsteps, cries, and the relentless beat of drums. For the onlookers, fear grows. Is this God's punishment? Is it the devil's work? Some believe it is a curse, a divine punishment for sins. Others whisper of demons or the wrath of Saint Vitus, the patron saint of dancers. And as the bodies fall, terror spreads faster than the plague itself. The city's leaders try once more to end the madness. The dancers are herded toward a shrine dedicated to Saint Vitus. Priests lead processions, chanting prayers. The afflicted are given holy water, blessed bread, and relics. Some collapse at the steps of the shrine, never to rise again. Others are carried away, their feet still twitching as if the dance lingered inside them. Slowly, over weeks, the epidemic fades, but the memory scars the people of Strasbourg forever. Centuries later, the mystery remains. What truly caused the dancing plague of 1518? Historians suggest ergot poisoning, a toxic fungus on rye that can cause hallucinations and spasms. Others argue it was mass hysteria, born from famine, disease, and fear. Psychologists point to the crushing stress of the era. Imagine living under hunger, sickness, and constant fear of divine punishment. Perhaps the mind, overwhelmed, found escape through the body. And the body, once unleashed, could not stop. But even these theories cannot fully explain the scale. hundreds of people, dancing for days, some until death. And it wasn't just Strasbourg. Reports of dancing manias appeared across Europe in the Middle Ages. From Germany to Italy, groups of men and women seized by the same compulsion, spinning, stomping, and collapsing. Something deep in the human condition was triggered, something we still do not fully understand. Think about it. In our time, we see viral trends, mass hysteria, collective behavior sweeping through communities. But in 1518, there was no internet, no television, no global stage. And still, an idea, a movement, spread like wildfire. One woman's uncontrollable steps became hundreds of lives swallowed in chaos, a living nightmare that blurred the line between disease and possession, between science and faith, between reality and madness. Even today, researchers debate, was it ergot, hysteria, religious fervor, or something we may never explain? The dancing plague remains one of history's most haunting mysteries, because unlike legends of witches or demons, this one is documented. It happened. Ordinary men and women, neighbors, friends, family, forced into a deadly dance they could not resist, until their bodies broke, and silence finally returned to Strasbourg. So the next time you hear music in the street and see a crowd beginning to move together, remember Strasbourg, 1518, when dance was not celebration, but destruction, when joy turned to torment, when the human body became its own executioner, and when history recorded one of the strangest outbreaks the world has ever seen. If you want to dive deeper into more mysteries like this, make sure to subscribe our YouTube channel, HushAtlas, for more videos. And remember, some of the strangest mysteries in history are the ones that really happened.